should I perhaps say Guten Tag. My name's Louise Möller. I'm President of the German Australian Community Centre Queensland. We are here today at Sunnybank Multicultural Gallery, that's within Sunnybank Plaza here in Brisbane, at our first ever German cultural exhibition. It's on right now, and in fact it's on until the 31st of December at 4 p.m. So apart from Christmas Day and when the shopping centre's closed, come along and embrace your inner German right here.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Outback Polaks. Well, we're back again at the Sunnybank Multicultural Centre where last month we did the amazing Polish exhibition, and this month is the last exhibition for the season, and I think the last exhibition for a while, which is the German exhibition. And I'm here with my friend Louise. We've been together since the markets of Polonia quite a few times, and Louise, as you heard just before, has introduced the actual German festival. So Louise, a couple of questions for you. First of all, what was the inspiration behind the festival?
Inspiration and probably a lot of perspiration as well. The idea was to help showcase something from Germany and something from Europe. I know the head of WAMKI, the World Arts and Multicultural Incorporated, whose initiative this is here. And she said to me, Susan Young, she said, Louise, it would be great to highlight some European cultures as well. So I, of course, got onto my phone, also with friends from the Polish community, and that's how we got to have a Polish exhibition. There was a Ukrainian one, and now at the end, the grand finale is a German cultural exhibition focused on festivals and traditions.
Fantastic. I've spent quite a bit of time myself in Germany, so looking at all of these brings back some wonderful memories. You've been to all the exhibitions here before, especially the Polish one last month. What are the similarities you see between our cultures and traditions?
Well, there are actually a lot of similarities. They may seem very different. Even when we look at the languages, they're so different. The Polish are more likely to understand my German, but there's no way in the world I think I could ever learn Polish. But there are a lot of similarities there. Some of the things I noticed were, for instance, the painted Christmas baubles that you have with beautiful scenes on it. That's exactly what we have showing here too. So when I was at the exhibition, I thought, oh, okay, good, we'll have that too as well. They have beautiful handicrafts, so many gorgeous hand-painted and handmade things, just as we have here with the Christmas trees, hand-painted, handmade decorations in Germany. As well as that, I think there's also a lot about sharing, being a part of Europe, being neighbours, and just as neighbours are, if you stick together with things, then you're going to have better outcomes for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, and you can see the German influence and the Polish influence in Germany when you get closer and closer to that Oder River and the border, and it's amazing. Like Wrocław, so much German architecture, and there's still old Germanic signs from hundreds of years ago that are still there because obviously the borders have shifted so many times, right? Exactly. It's a rich history, not just by peace, by war as well, but it's shaped us to the way we are right now, and it's made us even closer, which is great. So this cultural festival here is fantastic, and I can't wait to explore it with you. So Louise, can you tell us about the cultural involvement and the community involvement you've had creating this amazing exhibition?
Well, it is a huge exhibition when you look at the detail of all the little things that are here. Everything that's here is genuine German, except for the school posters, and we can talk about that in a second. We were really excited to have the student poster competition and to get all of the involvement there. It was basically a small group within GACCQ where we just sat together, myself, the treasurer, and also my vice president, who happens to be the head of the German teachers branch. And she was also the instigator of this wonderful student competition. And also she plays the cowbells. So we have a set of musical cowbells here, so people can actually come and try playing them themselves, and we've got
and here's a snippet of Louise playing the cowbells now.
Dear. I think I'm an absolute beginner, but it works. They work.
We might have to have some vodka and schnapps to practice.
Definitely. Can we have some pierogi as well, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe some pork knuckle. See which one makes it better. And so when it comes to the school involvement, that was wonderful. How many submissions did you have for all the little posters you've had drawn up?
Well, we weren't sure if we'd have many at all, because it's the end of the school year and we thought the teachers are busy, the students are busy, they're not going to have time nor the motivation. Anyway, we organised it from prep until year 11. We ended up with over 400 entries from 12 schools across all of Greater Brisbane, from Samford Valley down here to Park Ridge in Logan, and it was just amazing. The judging took hours and hours, so we actually extended the awards to not just have awards per year, but also for the themes. The three main themes we've chosen are Christmas, Weihnachten, Oktoberfest, and Carnival. So they were the three themes, and we've got these wonderful posters from the students, from the littlies to the older ones. Some of them had to have lots of words as well. They had to explain it, not just do it graphically. So we were absolutely thrilled, and they're a huge and integral part of this exhibition as well.
And obviously we all know Oktoberfest and we all know Christmas, but what is Carnival?
Carnival. Well, when you say Carnival, people think of Rio, they think of Venice, but people don't usually think of Germany, and it has a very, very long tradition in Germany. In fact, the two main types of Carnival are very different. The oldest one is really in southwestern Germany, also in parts of Switzerland and Austria. They have different names for Carnival in different places. Some call it Fasching, Fastnacht, Fastnet, Fosselavond, and things like that. But in southwestern Germany, it is based on pagan traditions, so thousands of years ago, of scaring the winter away. So therefore they have a lot of wooden masks. Each town has their own special masks. Some of them are handed down for generations, and big bells and costumes, and they go on processions through the street, loud and with rattles and these masks to scare away the winter. The other main type of carnival is in Rhineland, between Düsseldorf and Mainz along the Rhine River. We used to live in that area too, so it's very special to me personally. And that is based, actually the costumes are based on French and Prussian military uniforms from the 1700s and early 1800s. And Carnival, they wanted to make a joke of them, to send them up. So they developed these uniforms that look a bit like that. It also has a religious background, because Carnival, the build-up to it, with fun and excitement and huge parades with about 1 million people watching them across Germany and throwing sweets and dressing up, that all finishes when Lent starts. So the 6 weeks before Easter, it stops there. So they have, and one big thing that they do in the Rhineland, you should be aware here in Brisbane or Logan or other mayors, is in Carnival on the Thursday before the end, the women of the town storm the town hall, kidnap the mayor and cut off his tie, and the tie of any other men they find there.
I'm glad you said tie. Those German women. Actually, in Poland, we have Carnival as well.
Oh,
Very similar. I don't know if about the kidnapping of the mayor or cutting off his tie. I'm sure that was different back in the day. But yeah, we also have the end of Carnival celebrations as well in Poland.
Fantastic.
You'll have to come to the Polish club for it.
I definitely will. It gives me another excuse to come to the Polish club.
Fantastic. So looking ahead, Louise, after the exhibition, what expectations or impact do you think this will have on the general German community in Queensland?
Well, I think for not only the German community, but for the wider multicultural community, I think this has been really interesting, and everyone seems to take away something different. All the information that you can see around here about Christmas traditions, and a lot of them come from Germany, not England or the US, as many people think, such as a Christmas tree, such as baubles. But there's a lot of information here and things that people often didn't know, even Germans. But so I would love everyone to come here, find something that they didn't know, and then tell that to someone else. Because that's about the sharing of cultures, the sharing of stories, and that is one of the most important things in the multicultural narrative, because if we share our stories, if we share our cultures, we are creating a better understanding within the different cultures and within the wider community and society. So that's one thing. I hope people go away afterwards and go, oh, do you remember at that German festival or this German exhibition, they had this or they had that? I didn't know that until I was there. And that's a great way to pass it all forward.
So are you saying that the Christmas tree and the baubles are a German invention?
Absolutely.
Well, it was Norwegian.
Well, tree, I mean, we can look environmentally but it became popular in the English-speaking countries and therefore Australia due to Queen Victoria's husband, who was German. He brought his German tradition into Windsor Castle to put up a Christmas tree. Before that, English people didn't really put up Christmas trees. And then on top of that, afterwards, later, the Christmas baubles, such as here, they come from a little town in Germany, and the story of how they were created is really, really special about the glassmakers there. But Mr. Woolworths from the US at the end of the 1800s, he went to Germany on a buying spree, went to markets and saw these glass-painted baubles in some of the markets. He took a real risk. He ordered a whole container full, took them to US. I'm talking about painted glass. So brought them to the US and they were an instant hit. And since then, they've been hanging baubles. Before then, it would be fruit, it would be nuts, it would be pine cones painted.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's also, as I said, a German tradition that went through the English-speaking world, is something that we think here in Australia as being innately English or American, and it's not. The same with Advent calendars as well, and lots of other little things. So Germans aren't just good with cars and making cars and things like that.
So basically, I've got to blame the Germans for my stomach because of the Advent calendars.
Well, yes, it's up to you how many chocolates from how many Advent calendars
I like
you
the
have.
vodka ones.
I think that's a Polish Advent or Christmas tradition.
It's our Polish version of the German Advent calendar. But fantastic. Thank you, Louise, for being here with me today. An amazing exhibition, and come in. Obviously, it is open till the end of the year, until the 30th or the 31st?
31st at 4 p.m.
31st at 4 p.m, Sunnybank.
We come in to
Obviously, if you can't come, enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And obviously, we'll put up a bunch of photos of this exhibition as well. So thank you, Louise, again.
Thank you so much, Pavel. I really appreciate it.
I got to remember my German. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen und frohe Weihnachten. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Right. I'll just stick to my Auf Wiedersehen. Wesołych świąt.